Spray, what's up, man? What's good, baby? What's happening? What's good with you? How you doing, man? How you? How y'all? Anybody else in the chat, man? Anybody else stepping in here? Send some, send some. You see some? How y'all doing? Oh man, I'm good, man. I'm good. Uh, Good weekend. Things going smooth. You know what I mean? I got a new company we gonna talk about tonight. Yeah, I got a new one tonight. Yeah, I got a new one tonight. It's one of the ones right here, man. Y'all know how I do it when I get into it. I got one. I think no about this one, but this is one of the ones. So we're gonna do it tonight, though. All the time, baby. All the time. All the time. All the time. Is Keisha, you here? Hey, what's up, baby? What's good? What's happening, man? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Appreciate that, Spree. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Rodriguez, what's good, baby? What's good, man? What's good? What's happening? How y'all doing, man? For sure. Tell your moms I said hi, man. For sure. Tell her I said and I appreciate the love, man. Always. Okay. Y'all up in this joint. For sure, for sure. Y'all know I'm bad for the name, bro. Y'all know I'm bad for the name. You see, I was butchering what's the name last week, man. Hold on. See, this the thing. The fact that I can't hear the names and I say the names. See, this the thing. Who was that? G, what's up, baby? Was good. Was good. See, this the thing, right? Keisha, what's happening? Was good. Good to see you. Good to see you. See, look, this is the thing, right? So to give y'all some game right here about me and names. Okay, watch trick this. So when I was teaching myself how to read, right? You know, everything is pretty much me self-taught, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's all just kind of like based on the things that I realized, you know, bits and pieces going through the process of education. But one thing I never picked up that I still don't know is sounds and vowels. This is gonna be shocking to people, but I mentioned this before though, right? Maybe not on the chat though, but so I don't understand sounds and vowels. So the way I read is I read things based on memory. So if it's a word that I've never seen before, then I pronounce it, excuse me, I say it how it sounds similar to something that I know, right? Now I may try to pronounce stuff, right, for sure, you know, but because I don't know the pronunciation, because I've never been taught that, I say things. So I always listen to what people say and imitate the words. And that's how I taught myself, right? So that's how I still learn today. It's crazy, but so when I read stuff that I've never seen before, especially finance stuff, well, you got the Google and all that stuff now, but let's say if we didn't, I'd ask somebody. I'd be like, hey man, what this word say? What this word mean? See, I don't got no hang up somebody no more. So now I don't really have no negative side. You know what I mean? Because I don't got no problem asking nobody nothing. And that's the big thing about management too. You know what I mean? When you get past the part of for sure, baby, when you get past the part of caring about what people think about you, it increases your education level. Because then what you do is it takes away your apprehensive to go after things that you want in your life. You feel what I'm saying? Because oftentimes the The things that we want, we be right here, but we be apprehensive to get them because of our own issues, right? Or I can't read, or I'm stupid, so I ain't gonna ask nobody what this word means because I think they might tease me. So now, because I ain't gonna ask nobody, I can't get it. So, you know what I mean? I learned these little steps of management throughout my education. But that's my thing about me and names, man. So I've been pushing people's names to the jump, man. So I love y'all, man. I mean, respect. Source One, what's up, baby? What's good? What's happening, man? Okay. So, all right. So look. So let me say this to y'all right now. Hold on. Now, I hope you just was in the chat when I just explained about this name thing. Okay? You know what I'm talking about, because I'm about to say it right now. Christina. Bang! Yeah. Yeah, boy. Yeah. That's what you do when you working on your shit. Yeah. On everything. I was working on that shit too. I was like, man, I'm finna try to get some of these names right, man. You understand me? Okay. Okay. All that for that, man. God damn. That's crazy. All right. Back to the drawing board, y'all. I'm gonna get it right, though. I'm gonna get it right. Hey, so when y'all put stuff in the Facebook, right? And I can see the messages, but I was somewhat confused about if the messages was like individual, if they was individual to me, or if they were like teenager. Christine, is it Christine? Hey, so when I go in there to do it, right, I see the question. I see that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, all right, for sure. I like that. They say you broke that down. When I looked at the questions, it was hard for me to know if the questions that y'all was posting in the Facebook was directed to me or everybody else. So if I see them, I wasn't answering to some of them. And then somebody put me up on game, Keisha. So thank Keisha for this, because she's been hugely helping me in understanding what's been going on, and making sure our community stay well tight, right? That those are actually questions that like y'all posting to me, and I can also post on the wall. See, I didn't know that part. So now that I know I can post on that big ass wall up there, and I ain't got to just be hitting everybody, man, because I was like, man, I'm going to answer them. But I'm like, man, that's a lot of damn questions, man. Like, the hell y'all, what the hell some of y'all answer me? But then I'm like, oh, okay, I could just post on the wall, make it a lot easier for me. I'm like, okay, for sure. So now I got a better hang on what we're going to do. So if there's some old questions that was in there I ain't got to, resend them to me so they get to the top of the list. That way I ain't got to go looking at them on the bottom of the list. Let's work. You know what I mean? I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I do. But some of them questions, man, start having to tell y'all common sense. You know what I mean? All the time. Yes, pretty. So, okay. So somebody said they posted. So who said that? So so look, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna answer this one source because I see you right now, but I got a new company. So some people been asking me, well, quite a few people like, hey man, if we only had $5,000, $2,000, $3,000, what can we do? You know what I mean? And so it's more people with money like that than it is with big money. But the truth is, it's harder to find companies that you can buy with upside potential, only putting a couple $1,000s in. And people don't like hearing that truth, but that's the truth. I don't care what nobody tell you. So if anybody is telling you, yeah, man, you can take your 400, 500, you can turn it into tens of thousands, they're a damn lie. You get lucky, you can, but you can't do it. Why? As I tell you, it's all about share count. If you can't get the shares, your ass can't see the returns. And that's why a small amount of money is hard to return, because it doesn't give you enough shares to see the returns. Yeah, you can dollar cost average, put $500 of money in, just like you do your retirement, but how well has that worked out for people? How well has people worked out where they've done that and their retirement has really produced what they need? So the system along the line is flawed. So you really need to have more money to invest. That's just the name of the game at some point. But what we can do is try to find or keep the lookout for companies that have upside potential where you can get in with $1,000, you know what I mean, and make 3-4 grand. Stuff like that, where it's the swing potential. So like, because you got to find some in route, you know what I mean? So you got to get in somewhere. So you either want to get in where you're going to have 2 price points, meaning this. If you have $1,000, okay, you could get in with $1,000 on the stock that sit like this, or $1,000 on the stock that go like this. Now, with the $1,000, you ain't gonna get that many shares. It don't matter, that's all you got. But the strategy is, if you get something with volatility, right, then we can grow the $1,000. And with growing the money, people say, oh, that ain't really that much money. You know, you only made $100. Well, here's the thing. You talking about you only made $100, then when your ass need $100, you need 50, 60 bucks, you ask people for that. You don't say, oh, that ain't never $100. When you need it, you think differently. So it's the mindset, right? Think, oh, that ain't nothing but $100, then you're gonna lose the opportunity to learn the strategies, right? It's the strategies that you need. That's how you scale it, right? So that's why. So this company that I found, it's a small company now. This company also is not perfect, meaning I ain't gonna find no company that's all got the stuff going good, because trying to find a company with all the stuff going good with these price points is slim to none. So this is where we got to do real research, not thorough research, but you have to do real research. It's a difference. It's a difference between reading through a whole stack of papers and researching a stack of papers, right? When you researching a stack of papers, you ain't reading them. You're researching. You're looking for key things. You're looking for structural things. You're looking for things to put the puzzle together, right? So when we go into these investments, so when I'm looking for these companies, I don't go like, oh, I'm just trying to find a company I already got. Okay, I need to find a company that first has a low stock price, right? Because if we're gonna have people with $1,000 to $1,000 to $5,000, the stock price got to be what? Between $5 and below. So people say, well, oh, that strategy don't mean nothing. How I don't? Because if you buy stocks with strategies that's stock prices that's higher, meaning if you take $1,000 and you buy stock prices $5, how many shares you gonna get? What you gonna get? 200 shares. So now you need the stock price to jump $1 just to see 200 bucks. So it doesn't make good sense that the stock doesn't have volume, right? So what you want to do is find a stock that's low already, attached to volume, right? Volatility, meaning, so if you got a stock that's $1, let's say we got a stock that's like $1.10, $1.20, but during the course of the day, the stock go from $1.20 to $1.40, right? If it do this through the course of the day, the next day it moved from $1.27 to $1.77. The next day it moved from $1.27 to $1.57. I'm just showing you guys the ranges. That's volatility. That's what you want. It's hard to find companies like that, right? That give you what you need, that also has the data to match it. That's what makes them penny stocks, right? You may find a company that got all the volume in the world, but the data don't match. So now it's a penny stock. Or you find a stock that got the data, but the stock price ain't there. So to find a perfect match, meaning the company's not perfect, but the storm is. Meaning we need a company that has a good product, right? We know the product can sell, but there's having some reasons why the product is having sales issues throughout the quarters, right? So product is running into some issues. We need We need a company that's relatively new, that people know about it, because if people don't know about it, then that means the stock price won't move. The thing about needing a little bit of hype behind the price and needing people to have a little bit of suspicious about what's going on is it gives the stock a healthy dose of movement. And the movement is what you need to move in and out of the stock. We're not talking about timing per se, right? We're not talking about, oh, you sitting there saying, let me jump into this price. Nah, if you doing that, you're foolish, because jumping into those kind of prices is going to cause you to miss the real value, which is when the price comes down. The question you ask is what? Why? Why is it down? Why? If you always ask why, it pushes us out of stock because we can't find the answers, or into the stock because we get the answers that we need, which tell us that it's undervalued. Now we got to do more research. Does that make any sense? Anybody understand some of what I've been saying? If you do, say, yeah, what's up or something. Let me know what's good. We're going to get into this one in a second, matter of fact, because I'm going to tell y'all the symbol. And if you ain't in front of your computers, that's fine, or whatever the case may be. You can write it down or whatever. But I already went in and grabbed this stock. Y'all know how I rock, right? So I went in and got the stock at $1.60. This is where I got the stock. I got $1.60 about a week ago. So if you do not use Yahoo Finance, you should be using Yahoo Finance. Yeah. That whole stock tonight, I held the one I got at $1.60. The one I'm going to tell you about right now, I held them overnight. I've been holding them since last week. I haven't sold them yet. I got trillion orders in at the bottom, and they haven't triggered. They're in the count for one of the people that's in our mentoring program. We got them in that fund there. And so the ticker symbol is PACB. PACB. That's the symbol. So, right? That's the symbol. So the first thing we want to do is we want to know what kind of company is it, right? What kind of company is this? So this company here, Specific Bioscience of California, ticker symbol PABC. The company full-time employees is 796. It's in the healthcare sector. They're in the medical device industry. All right. The president of the company, CEO, his pay is a little over $1 million, about $1.4 million. The next person's pay, the chief financial officer's pay, about $600,000. The chief operating officer, the COO, pays about $900,000. Yes, no, not PADD, but PACB. PAC as in cat, B as in boy. The other co-founder salary is $341,000. So the reason we're looking at the salaries, because we just want to get a quick sense, like we're not doing. I know, you see that. So now, looking at all the stuff we looking at with this company, this is where we start our basic looking in mechanics, right? Because now we got to come down and see if everything we look at, where they placed at, the indexes they own, if any of that's worth what the numbers show. This is how we cut our researching down in half, right? So, everybody, for the most part, the top upper echelon, meaning the C-suite of the company, is all being paid $500,000 or more. So the company got to be making some money to be paying people. That's the first sign that I see, right? If the company is making some money, right? You see stock price low, so I'm saying, okay, they're making something. Well, they're paying millions of dollars in salaries, so they're making something, right? So we come down. We want to look at the description. We want to get a brief summary, okay, of what they do. This is where we figure out if we're going to move forward. You want to know what they do, right? So Pacific Bio California designs and develops and manufactures sequence solutions to resolve genetical complex problems. The company provides sequential systems, consumable products, including single real-time technology, long-read sequencing, and various kits designed to specifically workflows such as, okay, so there's a lot of medical jargon stuff I see, but they provide systems, right? Networking, meaning not hardware systems for data sequencing in the biospace. Just what they do, okay? So they sell these systems. Okay? So the company was founded in 2005. So they've been around a little bit, and they're headquartered in California, right? They're headquartered in California where I'm at, okay? So that's where they at right there. So next thing we want to go to and check out is the performance of the numbers. What the numbers look like, right? Are they making revenue? Or are they not? What's there? What they were. So, on first glance, the current market cap, how valuable the company is $558 million. Okay, so that just tells you right there that this is what the company's worth at the current stock price, which is $2.13. Right? That's what that tells you. Anytime you see that, that's the current price. Right? So, this is what we're going to do. We come down, we looking at the so I'm on Yahoo Finance. So it may look different on different sites, but I always use Yahoo Finance. I've been using them for 15 years, longer than that, using them for 20 years. And so that's the one that I use. But on other platforms, the financials are the same. It just me placed differently. So I don't know what platform you use, but I'm on Yahoo Finance right now. I'm on Yahoo Finance, the statistics tab. That's where I'm currently looking at right now. Going down the tab. We're just want to reading these numbers from. So I'm not making these numbers up. I'm reading them off the computer screen right here, right? That's what I'm doing. See this? See this monitor? See right here, these tabs? See these tabs? Right here? These tabs right here. These are the tabs that I'm reading through. And see this valuation, profitability, income statement is where we at. Right? So once you be able to see, you can see what I'm doing. All right. So income statement. The income was $200 million. That's what they made last year. Statistics. That's right. Statistics. That's what they made last year. $200 million. So you look at their income, how much money did they make or lose off that money, right? Off that, they had $296 million in losses last year, right? So they losing more money than they make, okay? That's what the data show. So we go over here, we want to look at that. We want to say, what's their total cash? They got $560 million in cash in the books. Total debt, they got $900 million in debt on the books. So they're making money, but they losing money. They got enough cash to service their debt payments. They got $500 million, so they got enough cash to service their payments. Don't know how much cash they burning per month as far as operating expenses, but as just what we looking at from these numbers, it tell us they got enough cash. So let's do a little more digging, right? They're not out of the woods, right? Because the stock price, right? So next thing we want to do is let's go look at we look at we go to the historical data. So on the tab, it's the historical data tab. And the reason that we're going here to the historical data, because we got to get an understanding if this stock has volatility. Okay? If it has volatility, is what we need to know. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Ah, you see that, right? That's why my ass been in that. It's right. This is why we finna do the back stuff, so we get to the earning day before the day. I was waiting to come do this on Sunday with y'all before I went and posted it. Before I did a YouTube video on it, so bring it through with y'all first. Why I can do it more in depth. So we go to the historical data, right? And the reason we here because we want to see the on historical data, it lets you go all the way back to the company's IPO as far as what the system allows you to go back and track. But I may just look at right now, I may just look at this month. I listen to July 1st to current, right? So, and I look at the side and I notice that the volume is in the millions. 5 million, 6 million, 7 million, 15 million, 20 million. It's in the millions. Meaning we can get the shares off. So we can get the shares off. Okay? So that means we get the shares off, and that means that the moves. So the next thing we want to look at is we want to see, well, does the stock move? Yes. PACB. Yes. Every penny counts. What's up, man? Welcome to the chat. PACB. So we want to know if it moves. So looking at the key statistics page, looking at the historical data, and I'm looking at July 23rd, 2024. I'm looking at the open, 171, the high, 195, the low, 180, and the close was 185. On the 24th, the low was 179, and the high was 201. On the 25th, the low was 185, and the high was 209. On the 26th, the low was 196, and the high was 218. That's telling us that stock is moving 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cents a day. It's doing this a day, right? Now, why is it doing that? Okay, we see it. That's what the numbers show. Remember I say, man, rock what the numbers show. So we got to, this is okay. Now, how do we put some data, right, to these numbers here? Do you check the average volume, true range? Nope, I don't, Jiggy. I do not. And the reason I don't, because we only using this model here just to see if it has volatility and we can get in and out of it. That's all we're looking for right here, because we got some more research to go do. Because now we know that part. What don't we know? Why we missing something? We know it moved. We know it jumped 30, 40 cents. We know that. We don't know why. We don't know what's causing it. Right? That's right. In March, it got as high as 501. So, you see this? So watch this, KY. Watch this, KY. Glad you found that. The next question is, why was it 501? And this is what you got to ask, because this is going to tell us if our current price at 213 is what? Undervalued, fairly valued, or overvalued, which is your price point. That's your price point. Benjamin, what's up, baby? What's good? What's good? That's your price point. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for under fairly. So right now, we know that we know that this company here moves. So we got to try to get a sense of why. So what we go look at now, go to, I'm still on Yahoo Finance, and we go to the summary tab. Summary tab, right? And summary tab is going to tighten it up for you. Because what the summary tab going to do is it's going to give us something vital that we need. People don't use this enough. Anyway, I know. 1370. I know. I seen that. I was like, whoa. That and the other price you found is what triggered me going all in like I'm doing, like I have been doing. That's why I've been on them for the last week. But before I was gonna let y'all know, I had to go in and make sure, I did all the research, crunched the numbers, you know what I mean? And I got in. I ain't one of them tell y'all to do it while I sit on the sidelines and watch y'all get paid. Well, shit, I want to get paid too. So I got to be drinking same Kool-Aid. You know what I mean? Makes for a better investment opportunity when you're doing your research. Right now, summary page, I'm on the summary. All you want to do, up a little bit, and you're going to see it's going to say all news, press release, SEC filings. Okay, we want to be right there where it say all news. You click the news, and articles about the company gonna pop up. Okay, so when the articles of the company gonna pop up, they're gonna have the dates behind it. And the idea is to stroll down and see what we can find. So what I did was I found this one, right? This one down here is earnings calls. This is one of the earning calls that I found to get a sense of what is the company doing now versus before, right? So we can get a sense of what's going on. So this earning call here, this is for the second quarter, dated May 19, 2024. This one is. And so the earnings calls are basically just the top executives on a phone call talking about the company. The CEO, he may, hey, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce myself. I'm CEO, yada, yada, yada. This direction in the company now, let me pass it along to our chief financial officer, whoop-de-whoop, and he gonna let you know what's shaking in the, you know what I mean? That's how they do it. And so each position is telling you what's going on at that part of the company. So this is what these transcripts I got in my hand is, right? And this is crucial because, these are the people running the business. And if they, with the shenanigans, they'll be sitting where I was. It's white collar, but they have to be sitting there for sure. So, the government is a lot more strenuous than it is before about lying in these type of documents, right? In these type of calls when it comes to the company's health and strength of the business. They don't play that stuff. They crack it down a lot more. So I take a lot of what they say, based on what the numbers support. You know what I mean? You read it, you see it, make common sense, and go with it. So these guys here, they're sequencing products, okay, have been selling, but they've been having problems with how they've been selling and where they've been selling. Okay, so these machines that I was telling you guys about earlier. So I say right here, it says this is, I'm just gonna read you guys a little, just a little tab, and so just listen to a little bit of what I say, and then I'm gonna talk a little bit about it. Just a little bit there. It say, well, first let's recap the first quarter, consistent with our pre-announcement on April 16th. Revenues of $38.8 million for the first quarter was below expectation due to an increased number of consumer delayed instrument purchases and softening in consumable shipments. Based on the first quarter results and our expectation that some of these external factors will likely persist throughout 2024, we expect full year revenue to be in the range of $170 million to $200 million. The instrument shortfall primarily resulted from enlarged engage customer purchases cycles as the medium sales cycle for instrument purchases increased more than we expected in the first quarter. So they said that they have this instrument. Let's say it's this, right? They got this instrument, and they saying that they selling this instrument to people, okay, right? So they say here, they said number of customers delay instrument purchase and a softening in consumer shipment. So they saying the number of these that was supposed to go out didn't. That's first thing didn't happen. So just the fact that they didn't go, right, means that money didn't come in. So that money didn't come in. So that's one hit to the revenue. Okay. Then they say, based on the first quarter results, they expect the same thing to persist. They expect this to sell less, right? Now we want to figure out why. Why they think this selling less. We know it's going to sell less, but why? Because the why, right? Once we determine why this is selling less, this tells us if we should what? Buy the stock. This is how you go and figure out where your value points. This gonna tell us if we should buy the stock or not. So, right? You say the instrument shortfall primarily resulted in engaged customers' purchase cycles as a medium sales cycle for instrument purchases increased more than we expected in the first quarter. More specifically, we believe that the sales cycle increased primarily because of uncertainty surrounding the timing of funding for new capital equipment, particularly in the United States and China. Small sequence 2 and 3 customers who are planning to upgrade are waiting for samples to drive that upgrade. So watch this. Why? Now we know that this ain't selling. But they're saying, Trip, now listen closely. Because this is what you want to, you see, you don't have to read every 1,000-page document unless you want to. I don't. You might. That's cool too. But if you like me, and you ain't going to read every page, you got to know what you should be reading and what you can't be affording not to read. You know what I mean? So that's how you got to see it. So at this part about it, we wanted what we need to know before we get to the 1,000 pages of the document. I need to know in the first few pages why they think this product ain't selling. The rest of the stuff is cool, but if this is what the company making money on, then why I want to learn about this at page 1,000? I want to learn about this at page 2. It's what you making that money on. So we don't want to wait. So these people saying this right here, I'm gonna read it. Listen. The instrument shortfall, right? Okay. It say more specifically, we believe that the sales cycle increased primarily because of an uncertainty surrounding timing of funding. Timing of funding for new capital equipment. Meaning, the hell is that? Oh. Meaning, here's a customer. This is the equipment. Here's the customer. The customer says, I want to buy this, but I don't want to buy it right now. I'm holding off. So the fact that this ain't selling right now means that the company can't record it as revenue. The client got the money, but they ain't buying it now, so the company can't record it now. Right? So why is this person not buying it now? That's what we want to see. So they say, more specifically, we believe that the sales cycle increased primarily because of uncertainties around the timing of funding for new capital equipment, primarily in the United States, here where we at, for those of us in the US, and China, small sequence 2 and 3 customers. Now they're talking about a type of customers. So the small sequence 2 and 3 customer, That's the machine who are planning to upgrade. So the Sequence 2 and Sequence 3 customers are planning to upgrade to this product. They about to buy it. They about to get new products and spend more money. This is new money that's going to be spent, right? Plan to upgrade are waiting for the samples to drive that upgrade and an increased portion of the sale pipeline to compress of new customers. So these people with the money are trying to wait for these other sequences to drive up sales so they can use that money to go buy this. This is what they waiting on. This is what their research and told them. That's why the sales have slowed. So, watch. They didn't say, hey man, sales slowed down because that's a crap product. We don't like that damn machine. It don't work. Don't show you nothing. Budgets don't work. Red lights be beeping all over the place. They ain't said none of that. They ain't said, man, it's all outdated. They didn't say, man, due to competition from competitors. They didn't say, man, due to restraint shipments. They didn't say, man, due to lawsuits and approval from the government keeping them back. That ain't what they said. They said these customers who want this product is waiting to get it for these reasons, right? So the question is, or what the products or what the customer's waiting for gonna happen? Because that's what the company is waiting on to bring money in the door, right? They didn't already found out that the people that want this is waiting for this. The people that want this is waiting for this to go purchase it. So that's what they've shown their decline in sales model has been. Okay, right? So it says, which have proven to have a longer sales cycle. So now that we know that's the case, we got to find out if customers at any time are excited about the product. So the share price will stay around where it is currently at, or could slightly move up based on speculation. That's right. That's right. Now, here's the thing. The company have already announced, right? In the first quarter or second quarter, one of the two, I forget right off the bat, that they were expecting sales to come in below expectation. Right? They already said this. You see it right here. Right there. See it right there? Based on the first quarter results and our expectation, that's the same external factors will likely persist throughout 2024. We expect full year revenue to be around 170 and 200 million. The instrument shortfall particularly result, you see that? So right there, they're already saying that they gonna be losing money for the rest of the year. So the question is now, what can they do now to get the stock price to go up? They already said they're gonna lose money. They said it. Man, these customers is not gonna purchase this product in this time cycle. So we foresee, we could be wrong, but it's our business. We think we're gonna lose money for the remainder of the year. So, okay, now the question becomes fine print, right? Fine print. That's what it says. So now what we're looking for is, all right, if they think they're gonna be losing money the rest of the year, what are some things that can happen through the remainder of the year that can give a boost to a stock that's being beat up based on a future forecast. They say they think they're going to lose 200 million. That's a forecast. Stock come down already. So what? Keep going down, came down. Somebody go look and see what the low, what was the stock's 52-week low? Anybody see what the low was? Anybody see the 52-week low? Right? It's been dropping. Been dropping. So, a company, watch this. A company of their size, that's right. You see that? Oil price, what's up, baby? What's good? $1.16. Whoa, $1.06. That's right, $1.16. So y'all see that? Now, we gotta ask the $1.16. When was the $1.16? Anybody got a clue? I might get a little fast. Anybody got a clue when? Probably sometime these $1.16. It was around when? July 1st. July 1st. So, July 1st. Good spot. So, all right. This is how we think. The company comes out. So, July 1st. Watch this, y'all. Now we finna run up the valuation and get what we need to get to. Good job, fellas. Good job. Watch this. So, $1.16. Okay. They said, meaning the company announced, they're going to lose money for the remainder of the year. Okay. They announced that back then. So, when they made that announcement, the stock what? Starts to come down. Starts to come down. So, what now? This is where you find the undervalued part. What now does the company do? Because they're not just going to sit there and let the stock price fall. It's a publicly traded company, right? This is another thing I'm going to teach you guys. Maybe some of you know, maybe some of you don't, but I'm going to teach all of you nevertheless, is the mechanics of public traded companies. Okay? The mechanics. Meaning, there are some things that publicly traded companies have to do. They have to do this. So when you figure out what they have to do, you make money off that. That's another reason why I'll be able to secure my investments in ways, because I know stuff that they have to do. I know that certain hedge funds have to purchase certain stuff. I know that if you hit the S&P 500, you have to do a certain thing. So these mechanics help you with your investments. It helps the billionaires secure their investments because these things have to happen. You know what I mean? So what things does this company in this state, falling stock price, falling sales, right? Why is sales falling? Not because people don't buy it. They've fallen because the cycle of their customers to purchase the product is longer, right? Meaning this, you might, if you like Coca-Cola, you might drink a Coke every day. I mean, gonna give me a Coke a day. TV all bad, right now, drinking all the damn sodas, but Coke a day. You can't go get no sequence machine every day, right? It's going to take you out to ship it, you know what I mean? You walk around the store, get your Coke, right to the machine. So the accessibility, right, speeds up the customer to the product, which speeds up the rate of return in which the salesperson, meaning the company, right, are able to record that revenue. These machines are recording revenue at a longer length of time, right? So what does a company have to do with a longer length of time revenue cycle. To hell with that. They have to do what? Cut costs. Cut costs. They got to cut costs. So the first thing they got to do what? Lay people off. Lay people off. So when you lay people off, it's some more game. It's one of them things that has to happen. What I was just telling you guys about a little while ago in corporate stuff, right? When you lay people off, right? Free up cash. You free up cash, baby. You free up cash. So when you free up cash, you understand me? This cash can be deployed. It's free. Free. Right? So the next quarter, right? This quarter, hey man, we're gonna lose money for the rest of the year. You announced this in the first quarter. We're gonna lose money all the rest of the year. But remember, you gotta remember, no matter what the companies say in the first quarter, no matter what they say, they still gotta report for the second, third, and fourth. It doesn't matter what you say in the first. You still got a whole 3 cycles to report, which means, what is a company going to do the first part of the quarter? They're going to cut costs. They're going to cut costs. So what do they have to do come to second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter? What they got to do? They got to report that. Hey, look what we did. Hey, Wall Street. Hey, investors. We cut the cost. Oh, shit. They cut costs? If they cut costs, that means they making money. Oh, so they're making money. That means that what? We go buy stock. Now, look here. What'd you say, Keisha? Oh, man. Say it again. To increase profits. Right. Which is what we want. We want to increase profits. But this is what you have to understand here. That cutting cost. Cutting costs is about what? Cutting overhead. Okay? That's what cutting costs is. So, when you say, Keisha, to increase profit, right? When you say to increase profit, watch this, y'all. Don't tell nobody I told y'all this. This game right here. Look at this. Keisha, you 100% right. You cut costs to increase profit, right? You cut it, increase, but this is what they don't tell you and what investors miss. That in the increase of that profit, that doesn't represent more sales. That represents savings, right? It's savings. So if it doesn't represent more sales, that means you're not really selling more stuff. You're just saving money. So if you're saving money and your stock price is rising based on the saving of money, it gives an illusion that your company is selling more product, which makes the stocks what? Overvalued. It's an illusion, right? You're just cutting costs. You're just cutting costs. You're not really selling nothing. You got 100,000 people. You cut 30,000 of them. You about to save $10 million. I'm just throwing out numbers here. You about to save $10 million. You ain't about to sell 50 more computers. You about to save 10 million. The factories are still running. The computers are still there. All the stuff is still running how it's running. You're just saving more money. So what we want to know, in this case of the stock we're looking at, which route is taking. Is this one taking the route of cutting costs? What they said. They was laying off people, right? Y'all said the stock price, July 1st, was $1.16. $1.16. $1.16. So if it's two something now, that means they jumped $1, which means you could have put $1,000, $1,000 into this company. Why? Because you could have got just about 1,000 shares, a little under. But at the current price, July 1st, not last year, July 1st. Oh, y'all talking about last year, July 1st? The price jumped. It doubled, right? From $1 to $2. Sheila, what's up, baby? What's up? What's good? We had PACB. P as in Paul, ACB. That's the one we on right now. Right? That's right. 2024. This recently. I got them at $1.60 last week. So this recently. So the question is now, why is the stock, yes sir, why is the stock running up? Why is the stock going back up? Who was that? Who's that said that? I forget who said that. Oh, that was KY. Say 70. So it's rising now. The question is why? The company's cutting costs. They're cutting costs. So that's one thing going into play, right? They're cutting costs. And the sales cycle for the sequencing machines is starting to shrink. Yeah, they still projecting losses, right? But remember, they still have to report quarter to quarter. Doesn't matter what you project for the end of the year, you got to report. So they're saying, wow, we getting some shocking results here. Maybe things they bad, but this is what you have to understand in corporate America when you're dealing with publicly traded companies, specifically publicly traded companies, is that the sentiment matters more than the facts. Okay? It does. Especially from the beginning. Now, it kicks in later, and then it means everything. But from the beginning, the sentiment matters. And that's what people are going to respond to, invest on, and all that sort of stuff. So this stock here is starting to turn around this cycle from the remember, the machines are popular machines. It's just the cycle. And that's what's been pushing the stock up. What I say that to say is because the potential for this company to be $5 is not out of question. Look at the product. Look at the data. Look at the numbers. They're already pushed up there at 213. Now, before I went in and bought them and made just my purchase, I was just going in and looking at them through the course of the day and grabbing them. They were, 160, 175, 162, 174, 169, 180. Damn. 8, 9, 10 cents. 8, 9, 10 cents on 20,000 shares. Well, do the math. Right? So even if so it's like, I look at that like, oh, particularly with a company that has some substance to it, a company that has real numbers. No, the company's not on the strongest of ground. No, not at all. Losing money. But now, if they say bankruptcy, Yeah, that's different. Right. Hey man, we think we're gonna run out of cash and we ain't gonna be able to survive for the quarter and all that. Stay away. Stay away. Anything short of that though. So I really want to let you guys know about this company here. Do some more research on this company here. Because with investing, we're also trying to find a diamond in the rough, right? Being a company that you crash the numbers, and the numbers have shown huge upside potential, but you can't fully believe that because the numbers just look too good, right? It's just like, man, nah. I mean, this stock can't really do that, But that's the kind of stocks that you need to build your portfolio, right? My pleasure, right? That's the type of you need to build your portfolio. Yes, they do. They increase the share, all of that stuff they do. So you want to be mindful about that. But when you got a stock that's $1, $2 with upside potential, like I said, if this company come out and say, hey man, which is possible, our cost cutting measures have worked in that we've been able to cut costs and still get our sequencing for our machines and stuff done at effective rates, right? Like stuff like that will send your stock price skyrocket. You know what I mean? Because people wow. So when you got a little company like this, right? When I'm looking at the numbers, but still you want to look at the numbers because they're saying they're using money. But once again, you want to put them on your watch list, keep them on your watch list, and right now, since they're jumping and moving, this is where you want to do your research because it's gonna be easy to find information on the company. You know what I mean? They're moving. It was in the most active the other day. I was looking at them like, man. So, and typically, I guess I could say pharmaceutical companies move kind of like this, but their stock prices usually be high. They usually be like, man, they usually be up there, 40, 50, 60 bucks. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so make sure y'all put that on there. Because if you are in that range or you know somebody, start right here. Hey, man, look at the research, look at this. Because lay it out for them. You know what I mean? Also, yeah, 3M look good. 3%. What's up, man? 3M look good. 3M look good. Both those look good. There is literally so many companies to buy, man. You know what I mean? It's like, so you really got to be trying to find your strategy because there's all kind of companies to buy. Meaning that you'll buy. I mean, it's just is. So the strategies allow you to look for stuff that your strategies can work on. Right? It's different. My strategies work in this crypto space. That's why I play there. I wouldn't play there if my strategies work. That's why we have in crypto all the time. Because my strategies work there like water. And yeah, you're gonna take your lumps and bruises too, because it's Bitcoin. So it's not without that. But the hits be 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. And the people we got in our mentor program that's going through, we trade with them in the mornings. Like they just going in playing with the volatilities of this stuff. Exactly. Bitcoin almost back at 70K. WM is a good bond on the mini pullback under 70. Yep. And so like these are huge factors in building your portfolio. You know what I mean? These are like really big deals when it comes to like what you need to be putting down here. So, and then somebody also asked me too. They was like, "Oh man, do you think that Donald Trump's stock is going to continue to rise? And I was like, nah. Well, I'm like, well, yeah, I mean, yeah and no. Yes, in the sense that Elvis, what's up, baby? What's good? What's good? Yes, in the sense that because of the hype. I think I said this in a video I posted today on my YouTube. No, when I post that on my Instagram. On my Instagram. When I post on my Instagram today about that. Remember I told you, I was just telling you a little while ago, man, that it's mechanics to this. See, because we don't understand the mechanics, right? Mary Alice, how you doing? Welcome in. Good to see you. Because we don't understand the mechanics, right? We don't understand how to go and grab, right? So people have taken the Donald Trump thing, and I'm talking about the business side and the other stuff, the business, right? And they're like, oh man, the business is gonna do good and all of that. There is no gonna do, right? Ain't no gonna. There is do and don't. Ain't no gonna. You gonna do it, it'll be done because they already got money. So my thing is that company, the current company that you can purchase, we can make money off that stock. We can make money off that stock. We can. But that stock is risky. That stock is risky. Why? Because Donald Trump is risky. He is risky. And so the company does not have any real revenue. And this is what you have to, so this is the other thing you have to be mindful of this, right? The reason I tell y'all to go to the key statistics, which used to be called the key statistics on Yahoo Finance, which is now just the statistics page. The reason I tell y'all to go there is to look at the numbers, because you've got to have the numbers. You got to have the numbers. You got to have the numbers all the time. Have a good night. See you next time. Right? You got to have the numbers, because if the stock price fall, just fall. Oh, a terrorist attack hit, or passenger plane, fell out the sky, and it's got to be stuff like that, right? I hate to say that, but the market's crashing, and the price is falling. The revenue that the company really make keeps it there. It keeps it there because the company has something to report. It's something to report. So this is why you got to really be paying attention to what that is. And that company just doesn't have that factor of it. So you got to be mindful of that. You got to be mindful of that. You know what I mean? I know, but it's a lot of people. I was shocked how many people it is. I was shocked. Price would jump to like $70 a share. It's like some amount of shit. Yeah, so right, so that's a good thing. He said he's going to the conference. He's going to the Bitcoin conference. He's going to endorse the coin. I can do that. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Now I know we can number him. Yeah, I'll tell Keisha. Can you take a note of that, numbering the live stream? Yeah. So back to what I was saying. We get on that, Jeffrey. You're looking out for telling me that. So when we look at the volume and the pricing, volume was super low. When they first took the company public, it was like under millions, and it just skyrocketed, jumped up super high. So outside of just the brand itself, really, there's nothing there, And this the other thing, like I said, that happens. So we all decide to take a company public. All of us go to chat. We say, man, we're gonna take this company public. Call it an ice cream company. I like using ice cream companies. I like ice cream. We take this company public. Once all of us on the chat take the company public, we each get, let's say, 10,000 shares apiece. Each one of us on the chat, we get 10,000 shares. Okay. Now, the company says, all right, we're going to issue, if we're going to go public at $20 a share, right? Each one of us got 10,000 shares. We're going to go public at $20 a share. But the company tells us, our ice cream company board says, listen, if the stock price hit $100 within 6 months and stay there for a month, you'll trigger this. Every last one of you will trigger this new tranche of shares, and we'll give each one of you an additional 500 million shares. That's what happened in Trump's case right now. Because the price jumped so high, it triggered those trenches. So now he get to take that stuff and sell it, which I imagine he's gonna do. What's good, okay? What's up, Street? F is up 3. Well, so Big Griff. So you want to be mindful of a thing we like to call, you don't want to chase, right? You don't want to chase it. You don't want to chase the price up because you don't want to get caught coming down. And so what you want to do in this case, which I'm trying to think if I still have, oh, got it. Thought I still had it, but it was this thing that I had that talks or shows about earnings. But with you, hey, Ben McGriff, first things first, look at the forecast. What's the earning forecast at? That's Freddie Mac you talking about, right? FMCC. Wow. Okay, what they do? That's a big drop. That's a big drop. Stuff like that typically be, I'd imagine that company, I'd imagine they trade on the pink sheet by now. Trade over the counter, that COOT. But let's talk a lot of. Okay. Okay. Money gonna get. So you say you talking about the next step to, you say to research more companies or just pick it? You mean what are good companies? That what you talking about in general, or you mean specifically? Oh, both in general. Well, so the first thing is range, like what, and you can make it up if you want. I mean, what range of money do you want to spend on these investments? Like, you want to spend $1,000, $500,000, $2, like what? Like what's your? Because that That's another thing I want to tell you guys. Like that helps. To know what you want to spend on investments. Okay. So, well, okay, let's see. Let me see. I'll look into that. That's also. Oh, okay. 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 So, okay. So, I think it'd be you. You. Yeah. Right. You mean the mind? And you talking about the mindset after? You talking about the mindset before you pick? Before you pick the stocks, right? Okay. Yeah. So that is a lot based on like the feelings. You know what I mean? Like what are you feeling or think is going on at the time you making these trades or you dealing with some sort of financial um, distress situation. So when you are like one of the things that I tell people is like you gotta really not be judging yourself. And people like, man, what the hell I gotta do with money? Well, because the thing about like like management is that management works effective when people are supporting the manager. You know what I mean? Motivating them. Oh, for sure. Economy too. Economy too. Economy too. But this the thing, right? This the thing, right? The first place you're gonna typically feel the pain is at home, right? Because you're gonna be like, man, gas, paying more at the pump, paying more food, right? You start seeing a few items go up, you're gonna be like, man, something is up here. You know what I mean? So the mentality to be in when that comes up to keep you from spending is where the starting point is, right? Getting people to think from that perspective. You still be investing in all the stuff you do, but you'll be away from that thing. And then when you look at the economy and other areas of that nature, you'll look at them through a different lens, right? You won't see them the same no more. It's kind of like how I see business. Like when I look at business now, I look at business different. You know, I don't. I mean, it's a whole lot about business I don't know, and there's a whole lot of different things in business that I don't care to know. But the stuff that I'm interested in and the stuff that I like, I know a lot of that stuff already, without any interference from anything outside. But just kind of being in the mentality, right? It's a mentality about trading. Like you want to just trade and buy and sell stuff, but it's thinking. It's similar to you doing things you do every day in your everyday life, right? It's a lifestyle. Like you go through and you sitting there and you get mad. And you like, man, you know, yeah, man, I'm finna go get a hamburger. You ain't supposed to go get no hamburger though. You supposed to be dieting, right? Nah, I'm going to get one, right? Sitting there trading. Man, about 5 G's. Price gonna keep going. Man, I don't know, man. It's been going all day. I'm telling you. Same, it's the same, right? It's the same kick. It's the same kick. You do it with the hamburger, you do it with the same kick. And so, like, that's the emotional part that helps you better analyze the economy when you see that. Because if you see all of that stuff, like you've been seeing all of that stuff, this is what I tell everybody all the time. People are like, well, show me about how the economy works. How the hell am I show you about the economy work, dude? You look at the economy every day. You go to work, you go to the store, you shop, you drive. That's the economy. This is the economy. Everything you do is surrounding the economy. You know what I mean? So you feel what's happening, and your investments is tied to that. It's not separate. It's not like, oh, my investments over there in the economy right here. People think of it like, oh no, my investments over there, this. No, it's all right here. It's all right here. Ain't no over there. Ain't no over there. You one person doing all this shit by yourself right in front of here. So you either, you know what I mean? But because of the emotions around what you've been dealing with throughout your life, affects your ability to invest. And people don't take that serious. That is everything. It's everything. It's everything. It's paramount that people get a better understanding about the emotional side of themselves, because that's what you need to invest. Not just in the stock market, anything you invest into, but particularly in the markets. You know what I mean? Particularly in the market. Oh yeah, you missed it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you did. Yeah, you missed that. It was my brother. Sorry about that. You know what I mean? So it's like you really have to be in this space. So when we're looking at the research and we're looking at the other material, you can come from a perspective of common sense. So like even looking at like PACB, even with the company's performance level as it is, there are some common sense business tactic here, right? Where money can be made legitimately. You know what I mean? So when you look at it from that lens, it gives you a different take. Oh, for sure, all the time. You know what I mean? And so it just does when you're looking at it. You said when dividends are okay. So one source 12, you'd ask me, Kurt, when dividends are paid, where are they distributed? Bank accounts of investors or the platform used where stocks is purchased. Okay, so how will I know when dividends are paid? Okay, so if you buy dividends, or you buy, a stock that pays dividends, the broker that you open, that you're using to trade in, will place the dividends in your account when they are issued to you, to the broker from the company. Okay? So like dividends are a portion of the company's profit. That's what it is. So the companies that pay major dividends make a lot of money. And so they pay out a portion of their profits to shareholders every month. Some companies are paying out, $2 a share. Stock prices might be, high up there, but they pay these payments every month. So that's how you can find out when they pay you. Go to your account when they're supposed to pay, and you can actually go to Yahoo Finance to determine when they're gonna pay. There, and you can find out when they're gonna pay. It'll tell you when they're gonna pay, the date you got to own the stock by, all that. It'll tell you all that. And it's a really more efficient, well, at least I think so, than the current way people buy dividends. Great. But one source 12. I hope that made sense. I hope that answers your question. Okay. If the serve will be so like water is our right source, why is the start not in? Good question. Good question. Question. Good question. 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 Sure. Okay. So Elvis. So um, water, oil, gas. We use those two are the two abundance of the natural resource. You know what I mean? And you know when you have water, you got water all over the place. You got water in all type of tropical places. So you can have a whole bunch of water companies coming in giving out water, but it's not like, oh, because you got water, we can't get water nowhere else, right? If one person was just selling water like a monopoly, then it'd be different. It'd be different. But that's a good question. Like, and then people nowadays, see water differently, like with the chemicals in water and all that. If it doesn't come in a certain kind of containers and stuff. So a water company wouldn't innately survive just because they make water. Okay? That wouldn't be the case just because they make it. But they'd be in a good space though. But a lot of people make a lot of companies make water. Well, a lot of the major companies make water, or they get it from whatever springs they get it from. That's why you just can't necessarily use water like that. But people buy it though. People buy it. Nah, actually, me neither, man. Me neither. I ain't, I ain't never heard nobody. I ain't never heard nobody trade water. I know it's considered natural resource, but you know what? Water is considered a natural resource, but it's not a commodity, which is why you can't get it on the exchange. That's why you can't get it because So, Bitcoin is is registered as a commodity. Yeah. Is it? Vaguely or part of it or something. It's registered something like that. That's a good point. I know. I ain't never seen water. But it'd be similar to food, really. Like a food company. Yeah, 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 yeah. Water company. And then too, like, yeah, like you're gonna have to have a water business somewhere close. I mean, we got like, yeah. So yeah, that's a good fornication. But I'm trying to think. It's a term. Maybe it's a damn, I can't remember what it was. It was a term. Oh well, yeah. Well, but Bitcoin is that though, right? So they placed it under that. Remember, it was all the lawsuits and stuff going on about Bitcoin, and so Bitcoin also is a also I believe is a one. I believe they got a Bitcoin fund. I believe they got a small fund, or I'm trying to think. I can't remember the name of it. But they were showing us. I can't think of the name of that, man. Can't think of the name. You know, I was on the tip of your tongue. Um, Yeah, I mean, a lot of my favorite companies are the big companies, but when I started watching them, their prices were like they are today. So you know what I mean. So it's like Microsoft is one of my all-time favorite companies. You know what I mean? Like I think I might have told y'all, you know, that like I follow business like stories. You know, so you know Microsoft. Um, I like Google. Uh, I like I like a lot of companies, man. I do, I do, I do. I might only like a couple in a particular industry though. But we talking about ain't no go to probably roller stocks. Roller stocks would be my go to. Yeah, roller stocks. Yeah, that'd be my go to. And on that list is like you know I think I showed y'all that list last time. Roller stocks. I love roller stocks. Love roller stocks. I love them more than others. I think green energy stocks have a place. I mean, you know, it's clean, it's energy, and I think it has a place. I think for industry, I think for industries like that, you should, my opinion, I always tended to wait until the government got involved and subsidize the hell out of the industry to justify the dumping of other products into the market. So that's what I say to green energy stuff. Hey man, let me tell you something. ExxonMobil and Chevron, boy, man, look here, dude. A lot of people don't know this. ExxonMobil was the first company to record a a over $40 billion quarter. They did 1 year. It was crazy. ExxonMobil did, man. It was crazy. I'm trying to think. I think it was. I want to say 2000 something. I think it was. Exxon's juggernaut. So yeah, it was some good picks, man. Hey, I know the dividend is nice. I know the dividend is nice on them. No, I'm trying to think. I don't even think they. I don't even think they. I don't think they. I don't think they didn't really get too much. I don't think they cut that. I know the dividend is nice. No, it is. No, it is. I follow both Exxon. I got them on my list too. Both Exxon and Chevron. I think they're the only two oil companies that I think I kicked the other ones off. I'm only 12. 4 or 5 last. All the time, my man. All the time. One source, good looking, my brother, good looking. Much peace and blessings to you. Do you still find a place to make money? It's not embarrassing. Proceed. No, no. Do you still find a place in making money in stocks that are embarrassing? Yeah. I mean, I pretty much approach bearish stocks or that I perceive to be bearish, um, from the research perspective, because you gotta get a sense of why it's in the territory that's right? Because it may be there. You know, if it turn out that it may be there, don't want to be done, $1,000 research and be like, oh man, I could have did that the first day. So so that's how I approach it. And yes, I think it's more money to be made buying stocks. I think so. Just because they both undervalued, a stock in that territory is falling, so it's going to be cheaper in price. Though you don't want to let cheap be the reason you buy it. I'm just saying it's going to be in close connection. So yeah, I trade on a lot of those stocks too. A lot of big ones. In real big ones, but they okay. Oh, he didn't pull up. That's crazy. I still can't find the name of that damn thing. To show you, oh, okay, the Rock Pacific. No. I can't find it. Man, hey, it went crazy. Hey, so tomorrow, right? So y'all been looking. Terrible was the only one that fell Friday, right? It be like that sometimes. It be like that when I'm going to train with it. But fundamentals are in line. They came all the way down to 4. No, I think it was. I think they came down to like 450. No, four. It was lower. I think it was like 410, something like that. Yeah, and shot all the way back up to 680. I think. Yeah. So anytime Terra Wolf had these big old drops like this, and it ain't like all the real information, the company shoot. So we're gonna see what they're gonna do tomorrow morning. Yeah, we're gonna see what they're gonna do tomorrow morning. The stand's probably gonna shut up tomorrow morning because they've been falling the last couple of days. Terra Wolf has too. So we see what they do in the morning. For sure. What information was it? Oh, okay. Yeah, so looking at that, it's gonna be crucial. But my thinking is, you gotta make a play. You like me, man, and you like me, man. I'll be up. Sometimes I'll be up at like 3, lay down, can't sleep because I'm participating markets going on. Be like, man, jump back up again. Only difference is being on the street, you can jump your tail right back in bed. Yeah, so that part, I'm like, man, look here, let me see. No, it's nothing. There's no data, no nothing. The bond check. Oh no, okay. Yeah. Oh no, for sure. Oh yeah. Yeah. Matter of fact, the company I just was just the one I just gave the little presentation about. So, well, no. you can wait till, I mean, you can buy it after hours. You just have to go into the computer and tell it to do that. You know, they got have a, well, depends on the platform that you use, right? Like, but yes, you can do it. You can buy after hours. You can buy free market as well, depending on the platform that you do. Yeah, you can. You trying to get in TerraWood? TerraWolf is down a little bit. They had 4. I think they had like 4. Uh, oh, yeah, okay. They came down. So yeah, TerraWolf been coming down, and they get ready to announce earnings soon too. So it's like a mixed bag, right? They could be coming down because they about to announce earnings. If they about to announce earnings soon, they, that's why the price is down. Well, oh, 442. 442. So yeah, Mirror Edge. Right, right. So all okay. You Mirror Edge, all right. You the same. You the same. I'm Mirror too. Um, but in the case of these companies, you don't have to worry about the after hour. I mean the pre-market, because they move in a direction and see in sequence for the most part. You know what I mean? So like, you can follow basically. So like they've been coming down for no reason. They may come down tomorrow. I don't know. But I know they've been falling for the last couple of days. For no, there's no, and they got earnings coming up. Um, so the question is, do you buy before the earnings, right? You buy before earnings, and they earnings come on, they hit. You be like, damn, man, they up to $4. And you gonna be on. But you buy and they miss, but everybody know they gonna miss. So the street is not like, Wall Street is not like, well, overly mad because they saying now they good, man, we think we gonna be missing. So that could be, what I mean, and, advantage point also. They already said they're gonna miss, so when they come out and announce their earnings, the stock will pop, based on them numbers. Especially if he ain't finna say he about to miss. If he ain't, you know what I mean? If they finna, like if they said they already missed these earnings, now the stock has come down or it's falling down, some good news come, the price will be, and that's probably why it's been pushing up as late. Up to 213 where it's at right now. So I think that's a good one to start at least research and looking over it. It's a good one to start at. So you can always start with that big one too, but that's a good one to start at. So PACB is the company, along with some other stuff I gave. Do some little research on them. See what they rock. Check out the volume. Check the volume out, right? Because like he was asking, is it some other companies? Because you're trying to, people trying to get rolling. You know what I mean? If they can. So like you gotta find a way to juice up, the accounts and stuff, so you can do that. And the best way to do that is to buy stocks that are undervalued but that are affordable in range, so you can grow to a portfolio. I mean, so that's the strategy. That's the strategy. But looking at some other ones too, though. Just I just happen to see them like, man, they moving like crazy. But they be having a lot of little, I don't want to say a lot. They be having a few diamond in the rough stuff. They have a few diamond in the rough that you look at. Continue to use Yahoo Finance like we do. Tomorrow the market's gonna open. Matter of fact, we can look right now. Though, we can look right quick and see what Bitcoin at though. Let me see. Bitcoin is. This is well. That's not true. Just to give some indication of what might the market be. Typically, if the market, if these numbers are up, the markets be up, but that don't mean that. So the markets, all the indexes closed up for the week, right? Let's see what Bitcoin did. Bitcoin closed up. Bitcoin up $1,300. So now this don't necessarily mean that because they can be gone, but the fact that Bitcoin up $13, $1,300 now means that this could roll over to tomorrow morning. Okay, Bitcoin up 13. That's a good sign. It's a good sign. Great sign. Damn. That's why you were saying in the chat. Yeah, I know that I was just tripping like, dang, it's damn near 70,000. Damn. Now watch this. So let me just say this, man. If Bitcoin is at 70,000, I know. Trick this. Watch this, y'all. Just before we go, it's about 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna get ready to start to let y'all go and go to enjoy the rest of our evening. But let me just say this real quick, right? Y'all all like me, right? Looking at Bitcoin. All y'all looking at this price. How can WULF Terrawolf stay at 442? How could MARA stay at 2157? How could BKKT stay at $18? Right? How could CLSK stay at 1712? Like, how could these companies stay at the current stock price? How could WULF at 442 right now don't jump no more? That would mean that from where it's at now, it's gonna keep falling, and Bitcoin all the way up to $70 per share. Per coin. 70, even if 65, whatever. Right. So like, this is, you can see it. You could see that the companies are right positioned. One is falling while the other one's going up, but you falling, and trip this. TeraWolf is the only company out of all of them that has paid back all their debt. All their debt. They don't owe nobody nothing. How your stock price gonna be falling when you don't owe nobody no money? Your hash rates are up. Bitcoin is up. How your stock price gonna fall? How the prices fall, right? So you got it. I was telling somebody, like, think about that. Right now, it's at $69,000. How could TeraWolf stay from $44 and don't go no higher from that? With Bitcoin and everything else going high. Of course, these prices going to go. My estimate, I could be wrong. TeraWolf was a $10 stock. They're a $10 stock. MARA is a $25, $30 stock. I seen them there before. MARA, so I know. And right, so CLSK, they have $20. They have $25 stock. Yeah. Once they catch momentum. So when the momentum get up under them, you look up and blink like, damn, man, they jumped $4. That's how these companies operate. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. These miners operate like that. You will have 3-4 days down. You be like, damn, man, I'm down 3,000, down 4,000, down 5,000. Look up like, damn, man, I'm up $7,000. That's how it be. That's how it be when you're dealing with a lot of volatility with these stocks. But in this case, you know, we got volatility stocks that got strong balance sheets, right? So it's good to go. So tomorrow, lighten it up, keep the one I told y'all, PA. That one on the watch list. PACB, the average price target is 75. With high forecast 75 and low. Which one that is you talking about, Big Griff? The average price of what? You talking about some 75 cents. That's a different stock. Okay. No, I'm talking about PACB. Well, that's what I was talking about down pretty much. Brown, are you asking can they jump overnight? That was you was asking, or you was making a statement? And if you asking me if they can jump overnight, the answer is yes. Did the other day. Woke up in the morning. TerraWolf was up to TerraWolf was up to like 480. I was like, golly. I mean, no, excuse me. TerraWolf was up to 580. Yeah, they was up to 580 from 420. Yeah, big old jump. So they can jump that. They can easy jump that. All right, y'all. Appreciate everybody tonight, man. Hope y'all got some good information on the live. You know what I mean? Great questions, great feedback, as always. Appreciate everybody. Mad love and respect. Griff, Keisha. Who is this? We got Brian. We got Elvis. Peace out, everybody. We got Malik, KY, brothers, Jeffrey. We got Makai, what's up, man? Price, Mary, everybody, Christina, everybody. Jay Rodriguez, One Source 21. All right, y'all. Everybody out there, Jiggy. Be safe. Much love and respect. Remember, common sense investing. We already done the research on the stock. Let it do its thing. All right, y'all, your boy straight. We see how this Bitcoin miner throughout the morning. It's going to be a rocky ride. Time to get paid.